Hello everybody, my name is Caleb, and today I'm going to be showing you how to throw no spin. Today I'm going to be showing you how to throw knives with the no spin method. Now, first of all, we're going to show you the knives that I have, and I'll have a link in the description of where to get these. They're roughly about $12 a piece. You could buy the really expensive ones, which up to hundreds of dollars a piece. And yes, they're guaranteed not to break, not to chip, not to bend, but they're also really expensive. As you can see, I've used these knives quite a bit, and they are broken. The tips break off real quick, but they're cheap and they're really easy to throw, and they're the best quality for the price that I've found. All right, so let's get into learning how to throw it. So this is how you throw them. All right, this is the grip first. We got to show you the grip. A lot of people hold the knife with one finger like this finger. And for me, it doesn't really work. It lacks power. It doesn't really stick into the target very much. So I like to use it like this. So take my hand, you put the knife in the center of your palm, up with this finger. You put these fingers on the top of the knife like this, and your thumb right there. And it feels a little bit weird for actually a little bit, but once you get used to it, it becomes really easy. And the knife has a lot of power and super easy to throw no spin. I'm going to show you how to get started practicing. Okay, so this is how you start. First, you grab the knife, get comfortable with the grip, all right, like this. Now, before you start throwing at any targets, you got to learn how to throw the knife, basically how to release it. You're not going to physically let it go like this. You're going to continue to hold on to it, and you're going to let it slide out of your fingers. Because when you're throwing it, you want to have the knife it almost has a backspin. So when it comes out, sliding, throwing, and it backspins the knife, so the tip stays up all the way till right before it hits the target and rolls back down. Boom. So before you get started throwing at a target, throw on the ground like this. All right, you just throw, and you want the knife tip. You want the knife to stay flat when it hits the ground. All right, tip forward, flat on the ground. Okay, so a lot of people worry about stance, but basically you can stand any way you want. You can stand right foot forward, you can stand left foot forward, you can stand straight on, you can even throw from your knees. That's the great thing about this style. Any way you want to do it, you can practice and learn how to do it. Okay, so now let's go through the full motion, and I'll show you how the knife comes out in slow motion so you can see it live. Okay, so the best part about this throwing style is you don't need to have distances marked out. You can go stand wherever you want, and it's all reactive. You train your mind to backspin the knife a certain amount to go for a certain distance. So like this is probably 3 yards. Super easy. Okay, move back a couple steps. Okay, this is roughly 7 yards. Not too bad. 10 yards. All right, now this is really far. This is probably about 18 yards. And yes, I do struggle to stick it at this far, but I'm going to give it a try. No, it was spinning forward as you saw. Not enough backspin on it. So basically what you got to do in order to get better and better at throwing, you start at a close distance, 3 yards or whatever you feel comfortable at, and you keep throwing it into the target, but don't throw it too hard to start because the knives will bounce back sometimes and can possibly stick into you, which wouldn't be fun. But anyway, you just practice nice and close. Don't throw too hard. Whoops. And then, when you get comfortable at that range, you can start it close. If you have multiple knives, start close. Get one in, move back a step, move back a step. Whoops. Move back a step. Okay, I'm going to talk about targets for a second. I just made this yesterday. Some old scrap wood that I connected to some 4x4s. Works out pretty good. This is a better target for if you're learning, because the surface area, when you throw your knives, they don't go ahead and miss the target and then go off into the distance. So it's better to have a bigger target when you're just starting. You're not going to be good right off the start. No one ever really is. It takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. But if you put in the work, you can get really good. Not bad. 4 out of 5.